What's up, everybody? What's up? Like, comment, and subscribe. So, you know, the word for today is push through. Press your way through. Push your way through. Press your way through. Whatever it is, you gotta press your way through. And you be like, what do you mean, press my way? What do you mean? I gotta push through. Meaning, if God has given you a promise and He has told you that this is going to happen, you have to push. Like, this is one of those moments where everything around you is getting crazy, possibly warfare is picking up, and you're like, why am I going through this? Because God knows that you can handle it, for one. For two, I mean, everything is not going to be given to you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to go through some things to get to whatever God has for you. Just like, that book, Crazy Faith, that seed, like, even when it seems so impossible, you got to hold on to that. Because believe it or not, you're in a moment right now where you're about to walk into your blessing. Continue to do whatever God is telling you to do, whether it's working on that business, going back to school, maybe, getting yourself back in order. And everything around you is like, nah, forget that dream. You might need to get you a 9 to 5. You might need to get you something steady, which is nothing wrong with that. Let me say that again. It is nothing wrong with that at all. But this is the thing that you have to remember. If God set something on your heart that this is going to happen, again, it doesn't matter what anybody says as long as you know that God told you this. Think about all of these different people in the Bible and how God made a promise to them. And it happened. You just got to continue to believe. You just got to continue to work through it. Like, continue to work through that. Man, check out my boy Noah. Man, how long Noah was sitting there preaching that it was going to rain? The Lord told him, hey, I need you to go out there and build this boat because it's going to rain. It never rained back then. So could you imagine being way back when? And Noah's sitting there speaking about the thing for like over 100-something years, talking about, hey, it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. Everybody, man, Noah been hitting that bottle. Noah ain't know what he talking about, bro. It is not gonna rain out here. It is too crispy, it's too sunny. And what happened? It rained. And what did those people say? Man, they didn't say nothing because they wasn't there. So, and think about brother Joseph. Joseph was told about that promise. Joseph went through so much, but he had the promise and he continued to believe what the Lord told him what was going to happen. Think about your boy Joshua. Joshua like, hey, look, I am not, I ain't Moses. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if I can do this. But like, Lord gave him instructions like, hey, you march around this joker 7 times. And the walls of Jericho, what they did, they fell down. So if God told you something, and this is the thing, sometimes you don't let people know what the Lord done told you. I mean, depending on what it is, because hey. But if Lord told you something, because sometimes you don't want to let people know all what you got going on, because they could not mean it on purpose, but shoot, they could kill that promise. You sitting there talking, yeah, man, this gonna happen for me, and this is gonna happen, and then they might be like, okay, it could happen, but while it's you might want to do this, and that can deter. You know what I'm saying? That little blessing, that promise that the Lord told you, and at no means, period, do not let anybody deter you from what the Lord done told you is gonna happen. It don't matter how crazy it might sound. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter how they go like, man, that's not gonna work. Okay, that's your faith. But my faith says that this is gonna happen. If God told you, boy, this is gonna happen or whatever, that you're gonna be the first one in your family to do whatever it is He said that you're gonna do, man, you better step in that thing 10 toes down, head up, and walk into that thing like you already know it. And at the same time, don't be sitting there waiting to do stuff because you might not have the monetary portion of it. Man, do everything else. Like sometimes, like he just look, your faith, like I said before, your faith is gonna grant you access to what you need. Your faith is gonna grant you access. So if the Lord already told you that this is gonna happen, all you gotta do, just go ahead and do that stuff. So what? So what? Your mama or your auntie sitting there, or your daddy or them, tell me, man, no, man, you need to stop that. You need to go ahead and get you a job like here, man. Okay, I mean that's cool for them, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. But if God gave you something and He done told you that this is gonna happen, you're gonna be the first one in your family to sit there and break these curses and break all this foolishness going on or whatever. Shoot, you trust and believe that. Like, be bold with that thing. If He said that you gonna have it, man, bro, He said, if God don't lie. So if He said that you gonna have it, man, you better walk, you better own that thing. Yeah, okay. God bless you and keep it pushing. Cause guess what? They don't know all your struggles. They don't know your pain. They don't know nothing you going through. That's between you and the Lord. And the Lord know that you, even through your pain and your suffering, you still worshiping Him. You giving Him the glory. You doing what you supposed to do. Like, now, for some, yeah, we all got to suffer. Long suffering is in the cup. And yeah, you got to go through some things. But shoot, you know, when it's time, like, hey, when it say as it is in heaven, so if you supposed to have your stuff, some of your stuff now, God, and you supposed to have some stuff up there in heaven, shoot, all this beautiful world out here, you think just because the world out there having all this stuff that God can't bless you to get these things too? Man, please. I'm trying to tell you, if God say I can have it, or He say that you can have it, boy, you better be so bold and claim that thing, speak that thing. Life and death is in the power of the tongue, man. You talk about that thing, you speak to that mountain, you speak to that situation, and it's gonna be moved. And if God said that it's yours, it is yours, man. Make sure that your heart posture right. Make sure you doing everything that you're supposed to do, cause when God says that's what it is, bro. That is what it is. Like, don't let nobody, I don't care who it is. If God told you, that's what it is. Let me say it again. If God told you, that's what it is. So, respectfully, you continue to okay, yes ma'am, yes sir, however you want to talk or whatever, but don't let nobody be a dream killer, killing what the Lord done told you. You sitting there standing there like, well, you know what, you might be right, I might do need to do that. Man, listen, if the Lord done told you this is what's gonna happen, man, you be so bold. You be bold when you go to these restaurants ordering something. Man, let me get a number 2. No onions, extra pickles, extra sauce, medium fry, cola drink. If you so bold and specific and you so detailed with that, man, you better be specific when you talking to God and and asking for things and He said that you can have it, man. You better come on now, tighten up. I mean, if He said you gon' man, let me tell you something. Whatever the Lord want for you to have you gonna have it. And guess what? If he didn't know that you could handle it, he wouldn't even say that you gonna get it. Think about that thing. If he know you can't handle that blessing, he ain't gonna give it to you because you ain't gonna do right. But if he know your heart, cause this is the thing, the Lord know you. He wrote your book. He know everything that's gonna happen. If he said that it's gonna happen, bruh, it's gonna happen. But you gotta do your part. I done said it before. Do your part now. When God said he gonna do it, man, go ahead, tighten up, walk into that thing, and just look, move in silence. Cause guess what? You ain't gonna have to talk about it. You ain't even gonna have to say nothing. When you pull up or whatever, dang, brother such and sister such and such, dang, I ain't know you doing it like that. Oh, it's nothing but God, and keep it pushing. You see what I'm saying? And God will, and that's where that wisdom and discernment come in, cause He gonna let you know when to speak and when not to speak. He gonna tell you, like, shut your mouth, shut your mouth, listen, shut your mouth and listen now, cause He gonna tell you. Cause if you ask the Lord, He gonna tell you what you need to know. He gonna direct your path on everything you supposed to do. So, man. That's my words of encouragement today, man. You press on, man. You keep on striving. And like I always say, I got two hands, and I thank God for the plan. Check you later.